Today I'll be showing you Hikaru Nakamura played against Vladimir Fedoseev. Fedoseev has the white pieces and Hikaru has black. Hikaru is playing in the Speed Chess Championship versus Fedoseev. This was one game in it. And the time control is 5+1. So let's jump into the game. D4, knight f6, c4, e6, knight f3, d5, g3. Bishop b7, bishop d2, we see a Catalan opening. Castles, castles, dc4, queen c2, a6, bishop d7, queen c4, and bishop c6. The idea behind this move is to pressure the bishop on g2. And this is basically when the game gets started, and they start the middle game basically. Bishop f4, bishop d6. One idea, you might say, why did he play bishop f4? He could win knight c3 first. True, but if you play bishop f4, you're stopping this from taking anything. Let's say this. I can take c7. And now my queen sits, so I can't take this. I lose my queen. And if I take, let's say I move my queen, and he takes me, and then this b7, and this is not pleasant at all. So instead, Hikaru Nakamura just went bishop d6, pressuring, and he has a threat of his own. Say if you play knight c3, he'll take, and now your king side is weak, and he's gonna go after it, which is bad, kind of. So instead, Fedoseev went for queen to c1. The idea behind this move is you're protecting the bishop on f4. So if I take, I'm actually doing very good here. Even though there's a knight d5, I can go back and then I'm going to pressure you. But the idea why this is good is the c-file pressure and the e4 support. And next, white is just going to go knight c3, e4, and rook e1, rook e1. And I do not like this. Do not at all. So Hikaru played a5. You're just ignoring everything, preparing to bring his knight to a6. So knight c3, and exactly what I said. He went knight a6 with the idea behind knight b4, putting it on the outpost. Okay, so bishop d2, queen e7, not playing knight b4. Because if you do play knight b4, I mean you can, but white's preparing e4 is the reason. Why play knight b4? It's not protecting it. Rook e1, and I'm gonna go use this. And you're not even prepared to stop e4. So Hikaru played queen to e7, queen b1, playing e4. Like I said, this is what I'm saying. Like if you go knight b4, white's just gonna do this. You can see how much better white is. White's +1, a little bit slightly better, but this is a threat which you have to worry about constantly. Your pieces are gonna be kind of bad to me, and then this bishop on g2 is gonna be a star. This knight on f3 is good, I think, and this queen is good. So instead, bishop b4, and this is the whole reason Hikaru Nakamura played this, is because e4 was a threat. Now if you go e4, he's gonna take you, then he's gonna take your pawn. And you're down a pawn here, and at top GM level, this is bad. Even at like expert level, this is bad. Yeah, this was a thing of. And if you take, you open the a-file for my rook, and your a4 pawn's weak. So this is very bad. If you go e4. So what Fedoseev played was kind of against. It's a battle for the e4 square, And he played rook e1, going for the e4 square again. So he took on f3, took, and now Fedoseev is running bishop take b7. So he went rook d8, not even caring about this, and Fedoseev just took it. And then Hikaru Nakamura played a move that looks just bad, but it's fine. Knight c5, and if you take. Some people might think, well, if you play knight c5, I can just take this knight for free, and they don't realize their bishop is hanging, and they forget about it. So I'll give you some advice here that you should look at all your pieces, and Fedoseev did see his bishop here, and he went for d takes e5 still. The reason he went for this isn't you want to keep a knight here, you want to move your bishop back. Move your bishop back. Well, knight b3, and you want to play this. So some people might have a reason to take here, but others just forget about their bishop. Others do, and they don't see anything. It's a free knight, which is kind of bad. Well, Fedoseev did see this and took on c5, took on d2, and knight e4. Well, he doesn't go e4. Remember I said it was a battle on the e4 square? Now it just changes, kind of. And now Hikaru takes. You're hitting this and you're kind of forcing a trade. So here, and queen of 6. Hitting this b2 pawn, and what I have to say about this is you might be here and you might be looking at this move and you're like, rook d8, obvious move. But this b2 pawn's weak, you realize. If you take, you don't have a rook on d2, and you have this rook d1, it's just solid. Not even rook d1, because he can take and take b2, so I think, but why can't you just go rook f1? And he has no pressure on this pawn. But what happened in the game was different. Hikaru took, and now queen of 6, and there's a difference. He has this rook here. He has his bishop still eye launching. So Hikaru lets Fedoseev capture. Check. King h8, obvious move, only move. He's threatening g6 and taking the bishop. Bishop d3, and you're moving the bishop because he was gonna trap you, but also you're moving to the d3 square because his bishop is kind of trapping the rook. But what Hikaru played, probably Fedoseev saw this, but anyway, he's already losing. Rook take b2, and now you're losing the rook exchange, and because your queen is it and your rooks. So Fedoseev played queen c1, bishop e1, rook e1, no, bishop e1, queen e1, rook b4, and as rook is on this rank, and you don't want your rook obviously trapped on your opponent's sides. Rook b4, c6, all those pawns weak, you have a bishop, y square bishop, so you can protect like this. Rook d8, king g2, queen d4, pressuring the d3 bishop. Bishop b5, protecting this pawn. g6, giving the king some space. Rook c1, king g7, queen c3, forcing a trade, and now g5. Hikaru's pushing his pawns. And now h3, f5. He's gonna keep his pawn ahead of his king. And f3, king f6. Here, rook c1, rook d4. Rank some ideas on this first and second ranks. Rook c3, rook d1, rook c5, rook d5, offering a trade, and now rook c3. Rook a1, you're eyeing this pawn, you're keeping the bishop here. He has to protect the a4 pawn. This is basically, or then he can't move. The bishop can't move. And right now, the time situation on the clock It's 58 seconds to 41 seconds. And Hikaru's time favor. So he has time, and he has the winning position. He's up at exchange. And Fedoseev's under a lot of pressure here on the time and the position, basically. And they're in time pressure. So F4. Took another 10 seconds for Fedoseev to lose. Take on F4. Now it took Hikaru 20 seconds to lose. So they will. Hikaru has 39 seconds. Fedoseev has 33. But I think time situation changes because, as you know, Hikaru is a very fast player. He's 3,500. 50 on chess, at least last time I heard he became it. G take F4, Rook D1. Here, and now here, and now Rook F1. And you can see how fast Hikaru calculated this. He has 30 seconds, Fedoseev has 18. King G2. You can't go King E3 because I take H3 and you lose your Rook. Actually, I can even do this move and take this, and I have exchange. So I think this is response. You have to go King G2. And now these rooks are just moderating your king from escaping. Like somehow you're gonna get here. I don't know. But these rooks are stopping you from going to H2 or F2. You can go on this G file, but that's basically only square your king can move now. But Rook G1 check, King H2. King's trapped on the H file, Rook G7. Just preparing some checkmate ideas, let's say this. And then Rook G2. E3, Rook F2, King H1, Rook F3, pressuring the H3 pawn, and Rook G3. Show F1. This bishop is not hanging. He takes, and then he's doing fine. So Rook take E3. Rook C5, Rook F3 going after this pawn. King G2, Rook F4, Rook A5, giving a pass pawn. But now, Rook A3, hitting this pawn. Rook A7, Rook A2, and now in this position, Fedoseev resigned, and the time situation is 21 seconds to 6 seconds. If you like this video, please like and subscribe to my channel, and follow me on leechess.org. My username is Flying Lemon. And if you like videos like this, you can comment and say you do, and I'll make more. I won't respond, but you can say, and then basically I'll make more videos if everybody likes it.